If you didn't become an artist, what will you be? I don't know, I'll start OnlyFans, I guess? Hi, my name is Andrew.
I'm Megan.
My name is Samantha Germaine Sim.
I'm Minru.
My name is Charles. I'm a concept artist at Mighty Jaxx. We're here today to answer questions for us.
Before we begin, do look out on Mighty Jaxx's Insta stories for more question polls, and we'll do our very best to answer all of them. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, let's go.
Question 1. What's your special non-art related talent? I'm a giant music nut. Anything you ask me about music. Like listening to shit non-stop on Spotify every single day.
Getting lost. I'm good at playing detective games. Everybody will always think I'm the culprit, but actually I'm just a normal citizen trying to suss out people.
I can do a Stitch voice. Ohana. Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind. I already can do that. That's all I can do.
Can you show us your original doodles? This guy, he got a good reaction out of one of my friends.
Ta-da.
I'm sort of like building a world for them. It's an ongoing project.
This is my Instagram account where I post all my doodles. I take photos and then I draw on top of them. So this is one in Yishun.
I have this piece that I drew for the Nyankashi Draw Us in Your Style. So this is Sakura Nyanchi as a character. If any of you are Genshin Impact fans, I'm super obsessed with it. Because I mean like, she's a fire archer that shoots fireworks. That's so sick.
Have you guys watched Squid Game? It's the whole lineup. I'm a bit obsessed with the show right now, and I wanted to draw them as like, okay, hear me out, you know, animated Squid Game. Just a wild thought, like I'm an animation student, so I just like to draw character designs.
If you didn't become an artist, what will you be? I don't know, I'll start OnlyFans, I guess?
I was in an aviation program and I was training to become a pilot. Got to a college that had a flight program in it, and that's where I did a lot of my training. And it was in the middle of that I was like, man, I really love this, but I kind of just want to draw spaceships and stuff. I switched out. Super glad I did. I still miss flying. It's really fun.
What apps/softwares do I use? Okay, so I always use Photoshop over here. If I'm on my iPad, I'll use Procreate. Or if I want to animate, then I'll use TV Paint. 1 second is worth like 24 drawings. The first 100, you're like, yeah! The 500 one, you go like, no! And then 1000, you're dying.
Clip Studio, Paint, Krita. It's a free and open source software. It's mind-blowing how good it is. And I also use Blender on the side for 3D. Some things that are just a little bit easier doing 3D before you go to 2D.
Any other special software? Paper.
What's the process for creating concept? There's an R&D phase. If you're designing concepts for an IP, you want to know what the IP is about, you want to know the storyline, you want to know like who's who and what the fandom's like.
Most people would probably think it's like, man, skip. It's a lot of thinking actually, because when you're doing concepts commercially, it's a lot of problem solving.
Sometimes I'll just literally go crazy. My term for this is have fun. Maybe I'll find something there.
For certain toys like Creepy Cuties, for example, you gotta go with a cute route because everybody likes anything cute. But you also gotta think of like, oh, what's a cool factor for them?
A lot of brainstorming to see how not just the drawing itself, but the narrative would fit into the bigger picture. Once we settled on a certain design, we will develop it a little bit further, and then finally we will finalize the entire lineup.
What's your thought process when you have to draw multi-angles for a 3D artist? That's a good one.
I think this is one of the most tricky thing as a concept artist. Understand the direction of your drawings. I imagine it as thinking of simple shapes. So if I foresee that I'm drawing it in a teardrop shape, so in every angle it will be a teardrop shape.
It's a lot of brain work. You can make something look good from one angle, but then someone says, hey, can you do the other side? And it's like, yeah, sure. A really good way I've been doing is actually building a rough model in 3D. Really rough. The 3D guys are way better. But that helps me draw it out and figure out, what points go where.
I always use a grid when I'm drawing like different angles so that I can fit the details into the grid according to where it's placed on the character. If your arm is like halfway through a cube, then I will take that elbow and I will draw it halfway through another cube from the side view.
What classifies as concept art? Any boundaries? No, there's no boundaries when it comes to concept art. It's concept, you can do anything.
Some people always think it's just drawing, character design, doodles. No, it also is the thinking.
Concept art is basically like the mood board of illustration. It can be anything like a environment drawing or like doodles of dogs.
I define concept art as something that is the way to another product. And an illustration, which is the other side of the question usually, is usually the product. So if I draw something and I sell it, I will classify it as an illustration because that's the final product. But if I draw like, I don't know, some funny looking dude, you know, with his middle finger in his mouth, and I classify it as concept art, that means that that thing I drew is nothing until the 3D guy takes it and makes it into the final product, or the animator takes it and makes it into something that's, you know, living, breathing.
What do you do when you have an artist mental block? Ooh, okay. I try to like off the comp. I like to do just dance. It helps me like get active, and I just like to dance.
People watching. Yesterday there was this uncle at the void deck shouting. I was like, why he shouting? Oh no, I'm exposing myself.
Soccer.
Hey, no!
I sleep. That's a great way to get rid of a mental block. Read a comic book, play a video game, just to get your mind off work, and eventually it'll come to you.
What's the wildest idea you have ever conceptualized and pitched? There was one time I wanted to conceptualize a character where their head is a TV, and I was like, what if that TV head could be made out of LEDs, and then you could actually program stuff into the TV head, and then you could customize whatever was on the screen, which is super ambitious. I still think it would be a good idea.
When I first joined Mighty Jaxx, I literally thought that we could just sell an actual potato that we dress up. It didn't go as planned, but it was a concept regardless.
I pitched this thing like called birds with wings. You know, like little budgies, and they're so cute, like little blobs or burps. I wanted to draw them with like a Goku hair, or like Donald Trump hair, Princess Leia hair. I really wanted something like that. Like super dumb, super derp.
We are at the final segment.
Oh.
Okay, I got a challenge. It's gonna be a 1 minute challenge. Do you know Doge?
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
1 minute to reproduce your representation based on your whatever mental memory you have. You have 1 minute. Okay.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Got
Okay,
it.
we have 1 minute. Right, extra 2 seconds. Okay.
What does he look like?
Oh my god.
Okay.
It looks like a dude in a first.